Hi everyone, as you can see from the title, this is a responding to bullying and negativity video. I've seen quite a few of these on YouTube lately. I think it must be this month's thing. And whilst I don't disagree with an awful lot of what's been said, I wanted to maybe just put over a different perspective or a different way of looking at the situation. Now, first of all, I must say that bullying of any kind at all is just wrong. Full stop. End of story. Wrong. But in this situation, in terms of the hassle that we get because of the way we choose to present ourselves, I just wanted to maybe just put another perspective. If you've seen my introduction video, you will know that whilst I haven't always been a goth, I have been an alternative for a very long time. I discovered Toy Wilcox at the age of 12 and she set me on my path. My style has been through many evolutions between then and now, but I've always been different, and even before then I was never the same as everybody else. Never been a follower of fashion, never been one for the latest trends. As far as the way I choose to present myself, I had two big advantages over a lot of other people in my situation. First of all, when I started to explore an alternative way of dressing, my mother was really encouraging. At no point did she ever say to me, "You're not going out like that." I would come downstairs wearing some outrageous concoction and combination, and she would look with a critical eye and say, "No, that top needs to be worn with a pair of trousers untucked with a wide belt," or "that shirt would really look better with your suede miniskirt and your pirate boots." The criticism that she gave me was always constructive. She would never say, "You can't wear that," but she would say, "That would look better if you did it like this." She has a brilliant eye for that kind of thing and was always very encouraging. My second big advantage was my grandfather. He was a real character. I've seen photographs of him in his late teens and early 20s, and he was a chap. He was always immaculately dressed, but his hat would be at a jaunty angle, or there'd be something just a little bit out of the ordinary about him. He was also a Royal Marine, and frankly there's nothing much smarter than a Royal Marine in full dress uniform, and that Marine's discipline and smartness stayed with him all his life. But there was always an edge, there was always a quirk, and his mantra was, "Don't dress to conform, dress to arouse comment." Now, when I got to school, all of my contemporaries, or most of my contemporaries, were into jazz funk. They did not get me. They absolutely did not get me at all. But it was tailored black trousers with a white shirt and a thin black tie, and I didn't go anywhere without my trilby and my black wraparound shades and my white gloves. They simply didn't get it, and to them I was a freak, and they were not backwards in telling me so. But one of the big jazz funk bands, Chic, have a song called Le Freak, and Le Freak actually being a dance, but they would say to me, "Oh, you look like a freak." And my response to that would be, "Well, yes, but you know what the song says? Le Freak, say Chic." And they had no comeback to that, because I was using their own culture against them in a way. In retrospect, I suspect that an awful lot of things that were thrown at me could be construed as bullying, but they weren't bullying because I refused to take it as bullying. A few years ago now, I was at a tattoo show, dressed pretty much as I'm dressed now, slightly more revealing because I had my tattoos on show, And we went outside the tattoo convention to get something to eat, and a little girl at a bus stop stood right in front of me and said, "You look funny." Her mother was horrified, absolutely aghast. And I just crouched down and I looked at this little girl, gave her a big smile and said, "Yes, I do, don't I?" Yes, I look funny. Now, I don't do this to upset other people. I don't do this to piss people off. And I don't do this, in fact, to get any kind of attention from anyone else at all. I do this because this is me. This is how I want to be. This is how I choose to present myself. But I accept that this is not the norm. And in choosing to present myself this way, I'm actually choosing to draw attention to myself, and not all of it is going to be positive. An example, 3 guys sitting at a bus stop on the other side of the road as I'm walking down, and one of them goes, "Goff, goff, goff." So I crossed the road and I stood in front of him and went, "Yes, chav, chav, chav." I'm not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to be scared or whatever. I'm not supposed to not confront it, but respond to it. Now, quite a lot of the other videos that I've seen up have given the same old advice. Oh, you know, the bullies are after a response. Don't respond to them, that's what they want. I'd go further, and I would say that what the bullies want is actually a negative response. They want you to get upset. They want you to get angry. So a guy across the road goes, "Oh, you look like a fucking weirdo." Listen to what he's actually saying. I look like a fucking weirdo. Yes, that's kind of what I'm going for, actually. So what am I getting angry at? I'm not getting angry at the words. I'm getting angry at the If you get a load of verbal thrown at you and people are accusing you of being a fucking weirdo or a freak or you look like a witch, they're making a statement of fact. They think they're insulting you. Actually, what they're doing is stating the obvious. Yes, I look like a weirdo. Well done. My response in these situations is something along the lines of, yes, and your point is. There was a group of people walking up the street behind me and one of the girls said, "Oh, she looks like a witch," at which point I stopped, turned around and went, "Thank you, so good of you to notice." If what they're actually saying is true, but it's the manner in which they're saying it rather than the words themselves, own it. Own it. Yes, I look like a freak. Yes, I look like a kook. Yes, I look like a weirdo. Well done. Thank you for noticing. I've just spent 3.5 hours in front of the mirror doing my hair and my makeup and sorting my wardrobe out in order to look like this, in order to look freaky, kooky, weird, whatever. Yes, thank you for noticing. Job done. When bullying gets physical, that's an entirely different matter. If someone starts, pushing you or shoving you, that's assault. End of. Go and talk to somebody about that. Get that reported, definitely. But the next time somebody makes a disparaging remark, or what they perceive to be a disparaging remark about the way you choose to present yourself, rather than getting all uptight and irate about it, actually listen to the words that they've said. Are they really insulting you? Or are they making a statement of fact in a shitty tone? And if they are making a statement of fact, own it. Yes, I look like a weirdo. Thank you. I'll get off my soapbox now, rant over. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and until the next time, take very good care. Bye.